Local 3 Sports with Jake Durant.
Tonight, we learn about one NMU basketball player's journey from Spain to the Upper Peninsula and a message she carries with her every time she takes the court. Northern Michigan student-athlete Elena Alaix's basketball journey began over 4,000 miles away from NMU's campus.
I'm from Madrid, Spain. Is probably like the biggest city in Spain. I grew up loving sports. My family has always been in sports. I was a very tall kid from the beginning. I was always the tallest one. So, you know, when you have a tall kid, what do? You put it in basketball.
Basketball was not Elena's first choice, however.
I was also playing tennis at the same time. And there was a period of time where I thought that I could maybe go more into tennis, but then I had a coach that kind of changed the way that I thought about basketball and really pushed me to become a better player, and also grew up as a person in that process. So he was also the first person that talked to me about the opportunity to come into the United States to play basketball in college.
With 100% of her focus on basketball, Elena began to develop her skills on the court, finding success while competing in the highest level of competition in Spain. Through her hard work, she was able to realize her dream of playing basketball in the United States.
I think the process is a little bit different coming from a different country. I had got an agent, and that agent, we created a highlight video with my best games and all that, where coaches could, this is a portal, and they would like see my profile, and if they liked it, they would reach to me. And that's how Troy Matson contacted me.
Elena and Matson, the head coach for the NMU women's program at the time, had a productive conversation. However, Elena ultimately chose to take her talents to the Pacific Northwest.
I first of all committed to a different university, University of Portland, but then got a switch of coaches, and I decided to transfer.
Back in the portal, Elena was looking for a new home. It didn't take long for Matson to get back in contact with Elena, reinforcing his desire to bring her on board. Before long, Elena was on her way to Marquette, signing on before even visiting the campus.
I wasn't able to visit the university, and that's what usually people do here, but Troy Matson used his FaceTime skills, and he showed me the university around, and I just thought it was a great fit, and right after that call, I knew that I wanted to come here.
In Marquette, a familiar face from back home helped Elena transition to life in the UP.
When she decided to transfer from her other universities, she asked me like this was a good place, and of course I said like all the good things that I thought it was. And well, Coach Matson asked me too if like Elena should come here, and I said of course. And like yeah, it was kind of like I was here, so like she asked me like a couple of questions about how it was, and yeah, like that's how it kind of started.
We also were in the same team when we were younger. We played against each other for a long time, and then we played for 2 years, together. And obviously I asked her questions about the university, about the coach, about like the teammates and all that. And yeah, it was really nice being able to have her here.
For the past 4 years, Elena has been an important piece to the Wildcats' success, becoming a strong leader for the team. Ironically enough, her biggest strength on the court, communication.
She's came in every day with a really positive attitude, and it's actually unbelievable. She is our best communicator on the floor, and it's her second language, which I think is like absolutely nuts, which blows me away. And I always kind of say to the girls, I'm like, our best communicator is speaking in her second language. So if she can do this, I think everyone else can kind of talk a little bit more.
This past Saturday, Elena, the lone senior on the team, was honored during senior day prior to the Wildcats game against Purdue Northwest. Although her direct family was unable to make the trip to see her play, she was accompanied by family members who reside in Minnesota.
It's been tough at times. Yeah, my family, I'm really close to them, and it's really hard being so far away from them. Only see them once a year. But hopefully, I have family in Minnesota. My aunt, who is my dad's sister, she lives in Minnesota, and I go every Christmas, and she makes me feel at home. They're like almost like my second parents. So it's really nice. I have that safe space that I can go to, that even though I'm not able to like go back home to Spain to my parents and my brother, but being with them is just amazing.
Thanks to the efforts of assistant coach Chloe Tompkins, the team was able to surprise Elena with a special message that was played over the Jumbotron for everyone to see.
Elena, we will love to be there with you in such a special day.
Never lose your self-confidence and the strength of your determination.
We couldn't be more proud of you.
Elena, te queremos!
It was really special. The whole night was really special to me. I knew that there was going to be some special video in there, but I had no clue that it was going to be my parents and my brother. They don't talk a lot of English, so I knew that they were nervous to talk in English, especially, but unfortunately, they haven't been able to see any of my games live, and that was the closest thing you can get to that, so yeah.
Despite the language barrier, Elena's family was able to deliver a powerful message.
It was funny because actually when I watched the video, it made me smile because that is who I think of Elena as. She is confident, she's resilient, she has endured a lot, and so when I saw her parents say that message, it just makes so much sense how Elena became the young woman that she is and the young player that she is so much of who her parents and her family is, and so that was just really special to get to see that.
That has been something that they have always told me, have confidence in yourself, that's in how proud they are of me, and I always carry that with me, and their support means so much to me in every decision that I've made, and it's just, yeah, it's awesome having them, and I think they're the best parents. I could not have done it without them, and I wouldn't be able to be here without them either, so.